Hi there again, everybody. I'm coming to you here from Thursday, July 9th, I think in about week 18. I actually just got back from training with my trainers today, and I'm going golfing here shortly and have softball to play a little bit later. So kind of an active day for me today, and something I definitely wouldn't have done 4 months ago, but it's just nice to see. That's kind of an average day for me now. So fitness-wise, I can do a lot more things than I used to be able to do, and from the routine to, like I said, physical activities, everything is a lot easier right now. So, but just want to share a couple things with everyone. Every 4 weeks we do get reassessed on our initial measurements and fitness levels, and I got mine back recently. I just want to go over a couple of those numbers and then just share a couple of other thoughts that I had. When I first started this program, we get an overall fitness assessment number, and mine was below average, so my overall level of fitness was below average in the 35th percentile. Now I finally actually, I guess not just this number, but all my numbers have kind of moved from the below average to average, or below average even to excellent, which is great to see. But my overall fitness level since I started has gone from a 35 to 59, which is 1 point above average against the national number. So that was nice to see. My body fat percentage when I started was almost 34% and has dropped down to 22%. So that's been probably the thing that I've been happiest with. I used to have 103 pounds of fat weight on my frame, which you think about that, that's a lot of fat. But now that's all the way down to about 61 pounds, so I've lost about 42 pounds of fat, and I've actually put on about 10 pounds of muscle. So that muscle gain is kind of what's kept me from losing as much weight as I wanted to lose, but I'm very happy with the changes that I've seen. So if I have to put on a little bit of muscle, that is okay by me. But a couple of other numbers that I've been really happy with: my resting heart rate and fitness heart rate have both really improved. When I started, my initial heart rate, resting heart rate was about 68 beats per minute, and now it has dropped down to 54 beats per minute, which puts me in the 93rd percentile nationally. And my recovery heart rate after doing a 3-minute step test when I started was 130 beats per minute, putting me in the 12th percentile, which is well below average. That number is now down to 71 beats per minute, which puts me in the 99th percentile. So not really much improvement I have to do there. My cardiovascular fitness has been greatly improved. And just enjoying everything else a lot more, from everything from just walking the dogs to playing softball or football or golf or anything else that I do is so much easier than what it used to be. And probably didn't realize when I started how bad my cardiovascular fitness was, but very happy to see that that's not the case anymore. So lots of other numbers in here that I won't go over, but just happy to see I continue to lose things like inches around my waist, where I've lost a little more than 6 inches. So definitely fit into some clothes that I couldn't fit into before. So that's been great. On the somewhat negative side, I guess, and I like to keep this blog as positive as possible, but one of the things that Chad at Fitness Together had asked me when I started was whether there was anything that I thought might derail my progress or might keep me from achieving my goals. And the one thing that I had said is, I can sometimes get some nagging injuries, and in the past, one of the excuses I used is, if something felt a little bit tight or pulled or whatever excuse that I could come up with a day, I would kind of say, I'll take a couple days off and then get back to it. And those couple days would turn into a week, which would turn into a month, and I wasn't working out regularly. So about 3.5 weeks ago, I hurt my heel playing softball, and that's actually prevented me from running over the last 3.5 weeks, which is really unfortunate because my wife and I had started to run together, and I was really loving doing that. And we actually are hoping to run a half marathon in October, which is still the plan as long as my heel will cooperate a little bit better. But that's also, I think, probably kept my weight loss from moving as fast as I'd like it to move. I've still lost almost 40 pounds, which is great, but I'm just, given the limitations with my foot, I can do the recumbent bike and the elliptical a little bit. do a little bit of boxing occasionally when I go into the studio, but running is really where I was starting to see a lot of great cardiovascular gains and fat loss and weight loss, and I would love to get back to that again. And hopefully, like I say, my foot will cooperate soon enough. So that's been a bit of a setback for me, but I'm working around it and not using that as an excuse as I definitely would have in the past. And really the last challenge, I guess, for me over the last month is reminding myself that this is actually a competition. I don't know that I'm at the point that I really am treating it that way, other than I'm sure like the other competitors, they'd love to win a vacation, as I certainly would. But I'm really at this point just looking at developing a lifestyle that I can maintain both nutritionally and physically with my workouts, and I think I've gotten to that point. So I've almost settled in a little bit where I'm very happy where I am. I'm not that far off from my goals, so I kind of am trying to remind myself over the next month as we finish things up that this still is a competition, and to push as hard as I can. And I know the trainers are definitely cooperating in that regard, so my workout today was particularly tough, but really now that I think about it, some of the language that I use when I come home from my workouts has certainly changed. So from when I'd come home in the first month or two and my wife would ask me how my workouts were, and the 3 words that I used the most were exhausting, miserable, and tiring. So that pretty much described most of my workouts back at that time. Now when I come home, and I have to think about this today, pretty much my answer every time is, when she asks how my workouts were, the answer is always good or great. And that's really true, because I enjoy it. I feel great now every day. And it's not something I even think about. It's just part of my routine, and something I know I'll continue long after this contest ends. So, so this contest has definitely done for me what I wanted it to do, and then some. And the gains are coming, like I say, except for maybe the weight loss, my gains are coming as quickly as I'd like. And thank you to all my trainers as usual, and everyone that's been voting for me. Here's our final push, so please continue to vote, and we'll see everybody again soon. Take care.